Hey there, it's Lance Jordan with Bonita Wellness, and we are here today with 2/3 of the Golden Girls, because the other 1/3 has just gone to see the doctor. But these girls have been great. They have been down here. This is not their first time here. They've been here a couple times, and they have really kind of a unique story, each one of them. I've really enjoyed talking to all three of them, and the other one will be back. But we have Jackie and we have Sue with us today. But I wanted to start off with Jackie and let Jackie tell you a little bit about why she originally came to Hoxie.
Okay. Actually, I'm a retired nurse, and I'm from a family that was severely hit by a lot of cancer. And as a nurse, I took care of a lot of cancer, and I made up my mind quite a long time ago that if it ever hit me, I would never do it the way that I had seen cancer treated.
Even as a nurse?
Even as a nurse, oh, absolutely. And when I was diagnosed with cancer, which was in the spring of 1997, I was given a year to live, and I was told I would need chemo and radiation, and I said, if I went through all of that, what would it gain me? And they said about 3 extra weeks of life, and I said no, thank you. All of those things for 3 extra weeks, no. And fortunately, my brother was then dating Pat, who you will meet shortly.
She's the other third of the Golden Girls.
And Pat's mother had been brought down here by Pat like 20 years before with cancer that was supposed to be terminal and no treatment effective. And Pat brought her mother down here, and the mother recovered very quickly and led a very happy life and died 20 years later of a blood clot having hip surgery. So I was very sold on this. I came believing with all my heart that when I got here, the answer was here and I would be healed. And it has never, I've just never had a question, but it would be otherwise.
What was your diagnosis?
It was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And when I was diagnosed, they only told me about what was visible to me. I had a lump the size of a golf ball on the side of my neck. And the reason they said it was terminal was because it had wrapped itself inside around all the major blood vessels, and that should they try to remove it, I would die on the operating table. What they didn't tell me was that there was an additional tumor, not in my brain, but resting between my brain and the skull. And I didn't even know about that one. But they put me on the treatment on March 23rd of 97. I went home, cleaned out my cupboard, went on the diet, took the formula, and 6 months later I was totally free in every way of cancer. And it
6 months.
It has never come back.
1997, so you beat the odds. By a little bit. By a little bit. And so how young are you today?
80.
She looks great for 80. She's right on. She's chasing Rose from the Golden Girls. You can tell this is Rose. This has been her stand. This has been Rose's stunt double for a long time. She stands in on all the action shots for Rose, for Betty White. So that's a great story. And when you came down here the first time, were you a little bit nervous coming to Mexico? You weren't really quite sure?
To my great surprise, I wasn't. Very surprising because I'm an RN and I was thoroughly indoctrinated in standard medicine. But I had seen enough that I knew that it wasn't right for me, and I'd seen both of my parents die really awful deaths. So I always knew that God would provide something else for me if I ever needed it, and He sure did. And it came through Pat because her mother, and so Pat brought me down.
That's awesome.